Caroline. Thank you so much for joining us today and telling us about your business and how you discovered your aha moment. So I'd love to hear more about what your business is and how you discovered this is what you were meant to do.
Sure. I moved to San Francisco from New York about 5 years ago. I had gone to culinary school after college. I have been working in restaurant kitchens since I was about 16 years old. And I, after college and after culinary school, ended up working for a restaurant in Manhattan and a catering company in East Hampton. And so by the time I moved to San Francisco, I knew that I didn't want to work in a restaurant kitchen anymore. I just wanted a little bit more of a normal life and better hours and more money. The pay is a little bit brutal. So I started a small private chef business called Mariposa Kitchen. And about 2 years ago, I started teaching cooking classes. And I started teaching them in my home because I didn't have a commercial space to teach them in. And after 2 years, I'm now at the point where I can't teach them in my home anymore. My business has grown too much. And so I'm now in the process of launching a new business called The City Kitchen. And it's going to kind of encompass what I already do with a whole new kind of online presence and video blog with cooking school and how-to videos and recipes and everything. So,
Cool.
yeah.
That sounds really exciting. So tell us about how, when you first got started out of your home, what was that like? How did you launch it?
I had heard, I was already a private chef, and I had heard that there are a few people in San Francisco who do teach cooking classes out of their home. And so I thought, well, if they can do that, I can do that. And so I did, and I had about 30 people on a mailing list, and I, set up this website, and I sent this email out, and I would literally call and beg my friends to come to my classes because, I wanted people there. And it started really small, and I had a few friends that were really supportive and honestly would come when I needed them to and fill in spots. And then after about a year, things were going really well, and then the business was on Daily Candy. One of my cooking classes was on Daily Candy, and it went crazy from there. So yeah.
Great. So during that process, what fears did you have to overcome, or obstacles, or what was that like?
It was definitely really challenging because I was starting a business, not really knowing what I was doing. It was kind of like make it up as you go along. And, it's definitely scary. I knew that this was something that I liked and that I wanted to do, but I think about it now, and probably when I first moved here, I had a little bit of depression because I was almost 30, and I just didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, and I knew what I didn't want to do, but I didn't know what I wanted to do necessarily. And honestly, I've tried a number of things. Like I worked for a wine bar for a while because I wanted to learn more about wine, and I've catered large and small parties, and so by the time I started teaching cooking classes, I realized that I really love teaching, and I love interacting with people and sharing information. So it felt really like the right path. And then so it was easy from there for me to kind of build that business to where it is now. And now I feel honestly really good about everything, and I know that I'm doing the right thing. But it's a scary road. You just have to move forward.
Yeah, I love that. And actually that makes me think of the next thing is for people who are thinking of starting their own business, what advice would you give them?
I would say that if it feels right, then you should do it. I mean, if it's your passion and you love it, then and you can move forward with that, then I would do it, because you'll always be happy. But you should also do a lot of research and make sure that it's possible and that it is the right thing. And I looked into, do I want to rent a commercial kitchen? How much is that going to cost me? And all of these things. And I think it really makes sense to kind of look at a number of avenues and figure out what might work for you and what doesn't. But definitely, if it feels right, then it probably is.
I love that.
So.
Thank you so much. And thank you for coming, spending your time with us today. And good luck with your new business.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll be seeing you soon.
I hope so.
Thanks.